Totally didn't forget. Hello everyone, welcome. How is your day? Is everything? Totally didn't forget that I had to stream. Holy moly, it took 6 minutes to prepare. Sorry. This week's card is Miss Kirby. Look how she flew away. So usually the feeder has a tarp, and for some reason I think one human, while taking care of the feeder, just bonked the tarp, so you could see outside. And Kirby got startled by something. Kirby is the name of the car. And she did that. Nobody knows how. Like, how did she do that? Even the car that was sitting here, that I think is Mr. Chicken, was like, what? I like cars, kitty cars. They meow everywhere. And they hiss too. They like to rep each other. And they don't like to take turns. They just smack each other's ass to eat at the feeder. I'll explain first what I mean by cars, of course. Cars is cats. Okay? The cat is... We call them cars in the community because people used to type cat so fast that they pressed the R and the T at the same time. So instead of cat, it was written car. So that's why people call them cars most of the time. Usually people that are new to the community, they call them cats. So you know when someone is new, when they call them cats. Okay? This is Hello Street Cat, okay? This is how it's called. Let me open my resources, okay? There's a wiki even. What is Hello Street Cat? It's an app, a Chinese app. So basically, they feed stray cats on a feeder. They use, well, the feeders are called intelligent stray cat management houses. They stream 24/7. They stream all the time. People can donate kibble or snacks. The snacks are more expensive, the normal kibble, and you can also donate snacks that are freeze-dried chicken. There's different feeders across all China. Only in China. The main app is in China, but there's also like an app for outside China that's a bit more expensive to donate, but it's for people from abroad can donate and feed them cars, okay? The app is called Purrr. This is the wiki, Hello Street Car Wiki. I don't care if you see my bookmarks, by the way. I have them organized in a very cute way. This is the house, the street cat management house. We're going to see them, okay? They're in random locations, mostly on parks. There's lots of street cats around. Sometimes they put like traps that they call them the jail. And yeah, they capture the cats and then they spade or neuter them, and then they release them again because there's so many stray cars in there that they can't give them. Well, they capture some of them and they gave them an adoption, but sadly, you know, there are so many that they can't give them all. They can't. It's not humanly possible. So most of the time, they capture them, take out their balls, and then they release them again. As you can see, there's lots of cars. There's these are the top 10. Miss Eper, John, Rodalcom, good old TGV. TGV is my son. Goobert, Miss Kirby. Miss Kirby is so good. This is the most popular feeder, which is the Mr. Fresh feeder. They called it the Mr. Fresh feeder because Mr. Fresh, aka the card that I put on the emotes, this one, the side eye cat, came from that feeder. But something sad happened about a Chinese hate group that put a bounty of like $300 or $600 on Fresh's head. They literally wanted to slash him and put it on the stream. Sadly, they put a bounty on him, so the caretakers just captured him. And he now has a personal feeder because he got adopted by millionaires, literally. They built a whole ass floor for him. And he now is addicted to milk and cat weed, aka catnip. This is a stream. And it's also featuring the Mr. Fresh feeder that's in here. But this is like the main stream. The cameras go off because people on the app are not watching currently. Your main source of information whenever you have a doubt of them cars is this website right here, which is the wiki, okay? You can literally search for by feeder and you can search for the car's name. You can watch the other feeders on this page called Meow Camera, which streams absolutely all feeders, and it even says like the percentage of kibble and snacks, and you can change every camera. By the way, if you see this this thingies is their a petition, so I think it's to sign a petition so China becomes more strict with animal mistreatment and stuff. Okay, so time to present you. As you can see, these are the feature feeders. There's lots of them. I wonder if Bob is there. Bob is one of my favorite cars. But her feeder is almost always empty, so sad. Oh, there's little kitty cars! Is this Bob or is Bob's kittens? Bob is female, by the way. I'm so happy that Bob even thought about bringing her kittens in here. By the way, the cameras are usually not that laggy, but they are very laggy, especially if there's not many people watching. I want to see if this is Bob. Okay, I'll show you Bob once I can see if this is Bob. The problem is that the lights are not turned on. Because it's so late in China that probably nobody's watching this stream. Come on, I want to see Bob's kitty cars. Oh, now the kitty cars are eating. But now I don't know if it's Bob or not. People, watch this stream. I want to see Bob. Yesterday, I was just clicking on Bob's feeder the whole day because I wanted to see Bob. It's one of my favorites, even though saying that I have a favorite feels weird. Please, lights turn on. Aww, this one looks just like Bob. This is Bob. She looks very silly in this photo, actually. Yeah, they're definitely Bob's kitties. Oh, I'm so glad that she brought her kitties. She has a cleft lip, and she makes very funny expressions in camera. That's why people love her. Also, yeah, there's people with enough free time that they always put the sightings. But let me show you why Bob is the best. Well, one of the best. 5 Nights at Bob. Chon chon chon. Just a normal Bob. Bob contemplates her life. Bob judges you. Then Bob is thinking. And she's also very famous for teleporting. See, she's so cute. I like that she always has her eyes in opposite directions. Look at how happy she is. Actually, people say that she's pogging here. Bob is poggers, I guess. Sometimes you have to wait until them cars appear. It can be 5 seconds. It can be a whole hour. It can be 5 hours. Here's where Miss Kirby came. Miss Kirby is extremely common, so probably while shuffling between the cameras, we are going to find her, so no problemo in there. This is the Lucky 7-Eleven. This is where Mr. Snack, which is another famous cat meme, came here. But again, I don't know exactly what happened, so this is kind of speculation. But he appeared once with like the front of his ear slashed. It looked like someone tried to slash it with a knife. They also put a bounty on his head because he's very famous. Luckily, they captured him, and now he has been adopted, and it's not like Mr. Fresh that he has his own feeder. And his family decided to live the most private life that they could because of what's going on. So now he's safe. Sadly, we can't really look at him anymore, but luckily he got adopted. This is Mr. Snack. He also has a partner, which was Mrs. Snack, which is her ex-wife. And the Snack children. See, he had children and then they grew up. It's so cute because they used to enjoy a meal together. That's so cute. Oh, also, like, he was very famous for just staying like that in there for a longest time. He waits for snacks like that. He also got snacked. When we talked about getting cars snacked, is when the snacks dispense over their head and it looks like dandruff. We were in the auspicious restaurant. This feeder is in the same park as the Happy Canteen, and it's mostly known for Miss Eper, but she is quite busy being a mom. She was literally the whole day like this, just loafing and sleeping in the feeder. She only took breaks to use the restroom outside, and then she came back to sleep. Look at this stretch. This is a look at that. Prego? Yeah. Pregnant. Gregrant. I like her stare. She stares like, are you serious? I've never expected cars to have so much lore. Yes, they have, and we're going to cover even more. They're so cute. Though, for some reason, Miss Eper just bit his husband, which is weird. Look at that. She's so cozy. See? They're such a cute couple. This is couple goals. Kirby, I summon you. I want to show you. I love you. Kirby. Mr. False Feeder is weird. Some people said that the Chinese hate group got into there and they did stuff, and that's why there's no cars. and it's not like quote-unquote functioning, but it is functioning. And actually, I'm going to show you real quick. There's a cage in there that's open. There's a cat in here that comes in here. I'm guessing, this is my theory, that this is like a personal feeder, like the one of Mr. Fresh. I love Mistress. This is her feeder. It's like her personal castle. She usually sleeps a lot, so most of the time she's here. But today it's not here, I guess. This is Mistress. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. And she's so rotund. She got spayed and she scratches herself way too much. So for the owner to avoid her scratching herself, he started to put a dress on her every single day. At a different one because she usually lost them. But right now, I don't really recommend you to go to Mistress because right now in China it's very hot. So she can't wear really a dress. That's why she had a fan. And she scratches herself way too much in this part. Like her whole face is scratched. It's kind of sad to look at. The caretaker is going every day, putting a cone on her for a while and putting like ointments and stuff. So she's being well taken care of, but sadly she just really likes to scratch herself, I guess. Oh, her partner is also like Desde, which is Mr. Peace #1 or the sprayer #1. He just goes to spray the food all the time. He doesn't even like eat the food. He just goes, pees on her food, and then he goes away. So rude. Mistress doesn't like to be with other cars, plus she likes her freedom, so nice. So basically, yeah, she lives outside, but at the same time, no. This is Mr. Long. Can you see the lung? She also likes to make biscuits. She must be a baker. This was before she got paid, probably. So now she's extremely rotund. This is not her anymore. She even has a Gucci dress. Does your car have a Gucci dress? This is the bee cone. The bee cone is so funny. The caretaker puts the cone and then puts the ointment until it dries out. Some people were calling her Miss Cone because she had a cone. People don't really fancy him much. Oh, that's a good meme. Look at that butt. So rotund. He looks so cute in this photo. You're going to see the Mr. Fresh feeder. Look at that. He has a whole ass floor for himself. These are photos of Brother Fresh. The owners really love him. He has like a whole ass floor to himself. There you go. He even has like little figurines of himself. They really love him. There's only one car in here, Mr. Fresh. And sometimes I think the HQ sends some cars in here to make, but like temporarily, and then they give them an adoption, I think. This is empty. People, you have to donate to these cars. These cars are not going to feed themselves. Probably all the... Oh! We found a car. Hello. It seems like it's waiting for snacks. Let's see the bot cam. Mr. Long? No, this is another feeder. Hello, I can see everything. Oh, Mr. Long is a... Okay, he's a badger. Is there badgers? Yes. It sounds like people document the badgers, but not the cars in here. Probably I would have to go to the Discord to know if he has a name or not. Probably he's waiting for snacks. Do you know Mr. Shock? This is his feeder. He appeared like 2 times. This meme. This is the feeder. He almost doesn't appear. He has appeared like thrice. Basically, if you really like Mr. Shock, you just sit here for a full month and he will show thrice. Miss Boulder and Mr. are like 2 kitty cars that like to cuddle together. And they had kittens together. That was so cute. It's so cute because they... Look at this. They're always together grooming each other at night. But probably they are already out. Cobble is because of a little kitty car that appeared in here on a very sad day. That's a little black kitty car. Oh, there's so many cars here. Is this a car crash? Oh, there's Cobble. I think it's this one. Guys, we finally found some cars. The mom is like, don't go away. This is the fellas. You're going to ask, who are the fellas? Badgers. They call them the fellas. Most of the time when you come to this camera, you are going to find a badger. Not always, but you are going to find one. Then there's Mr. Yap. Hey, Mr. Yap is here. We found him. Mr. Yap is called Mr. Yap because when people first found him, he was like meowing at the camera with no reason. No, it's not Mr. Yap, never mind. Public yapper and bully. Professional yapper, opinion sharing goober. He just yaps the hell out of it. And he's also very silly. Like, look at that. That's big silly. I want to show Kirby. Kirby, my girl boss. She's called Miss Kirby because of this pattern that she has in here that looks like a Kirby, you know, the black ball and these orange balls. She's my girl boss. I love her. She smacks cars. She's so violent. She's like what I want to be when I grow up. Hello, Kirby. I was waiting for you. She's extremely common, so you can see her probably more than once a day. Look at that forehead. That's premium forehead moment right there. And also airplane ears. Also, she's kinda... There you see. Did you see that? She's listening the voices. For some reason, she always listens the voices. And you can tell she's listening to the voices. Kirby has the power of smacking people's butts. See, when she stops, she listens to the voices and she's like... Look at that moment. Also, she's very funny when she stares at the camera. She looks kinda outwards. How is that? Is that kibble? You got some chicken! You got some chicken, Kirby! Someone is donating lots of chicken. I guess she's a kibble enjoyer because someone just donated... Oh, there you go. She ate a small chicken. Usually cars prefer the chicken, but some cars really like the kibble, like Miss Kibble. Her name is Miss Kibble because she really likes kibble. Seems like Kirby just goes for whatever is nearby her mouth. Kinda hypnotic, isn't it? That's why I love to watch these cars. It's nice to have them like in the background with the sound because you can kind of hear like the park sounds, like the birds and stuff. So it's nice to have them in the background while you're doing stuff. And then you can just switch to the camera whenever you hear that someone is eating or someone is fighting, and then you switch the camera to like whatever you're doing to the camera. You watch them, they finish eating, and then you go back to whatever you do. You know, like the Pomodoro technique of studying? It's kind of the same. Instead of the Pomodoro technique, I introduced to you the car technique. You put a car feeder, any car feeder works. You just put it in there, and then you do whatever you need to do. You do it, and you stop and take a rest whenever a car appears. And you take a car rest, aka you just watch the car. Like now, you just watch them. And once the car goes away, you go back to whatever you were doing, aka work or studying or whatever. Bye, my girl boss. Good luck with the voices. This is Miss Inception, and Kirby just smacks her. Whenever there's a car in the feeder, she just goes and smacks it. She's attacking Mr. Fluff, and look at Kirby. She just look at your history. This was so funny when it happened. She's just listening to them voices. And she's like, what in the whole heck just happened? True. Look at that. Kirby just goes and smacks him. She just appears from here and pah, bye. But yeah, the feeder used to have Gaia and the Titans, but then Gaia decided to take her kittens away. We know they are better because after she took their kittens away, she comes still to the feeder. There you go. That's Mr. Ice. Mrs. Cam was so funny. I think she passed, sadly. What happened in this feeder wasn't... Ironically, it wasn't, again, the hate group. It was that... they got the plague. They had to sanitize this feeder, actually, because... Yeah. That's so sad, though. They managed to capture some other kitty cats. They brought them to the vet, and it seems like they're doing okay. But I think Mrs. Cam passed because of the plague, because people haven't seen her. And from the caretaker, they haven't captured her yet. With all these cameras, it feels like a FNAF game. Yeah, I always say that I'm playing Five Nights at Cars. There's still a posters in there. Oh, hello. Oh, this is Mr. Bean, by the way. He looks like he has a bean. This is Brother Calm. We saw him once in the feeder and we were like, whoa. And people said that it was, but at the same time it wasn't. So people are not very sure if that was Mr. Calm or not. Oh, this is the false sighting. Sorry. Wow, he really is nailing the Brother Calm pose. The dedication for the cat lore. Almost every car has lore. There's like 3 Discord servers. And people discuss the cars a lot, like how to name them and how to add them to the wiki. I want you to also search for Brother Calm. If you guys watch this stream and you see Brother Calm, you spam the head out of me, okay? And so fat. Most of these cars are fat. It turns out when you leave these cars just free food there that they don't have to hunt, they eat it all. Oh, there's a car in here. Oh, this is in the street. That's dangerous. I'm being patient. Oh. Why are side-eyeing me? I'm going to snap that though. Hello. Man, these cars are just eye-eyeing. Like side-eyeing, sorry. This guy is waiting for them food. In the Discord server, there's a SOS car, and you can put the feeder link, and people will donate to it. That's so cool. I'm sorry, there's not even kibble. Kibble is the cheapest currency. I think donating, though, is extremely cheap. I've never done it by myself, so I don't really know. But from what I've seen, the prices is very cheap. Sometimes oh. Hello. That's the only bad thing about the feeders that are not as popular. They take a long time to load. But oh well. Oh, there's 2 orange. Man, I suck at identifying orange. Hello. I really don't know who they are. That's basically what I do every morning. Just come to the YouTube stream, watch some cars, and tell KIRBY to smack them. I get excited with them. I go like, KIRBY, smack them all, smack them. Or I just go like, oh, Quaso is so cute. Or TGV is so cute. Flap looks petable. And that's about it. And I also go always to Bob to see if Bob is there. Feed the Nayumi. Feed me. There's a 24/7 camera of me just doing my stuff. And then I make it like a whole system of me just getting fed. I know that literally 3 people watch me in Spanish, but I want to really get to these cars to know better. Because even if we get to know much, like more about like the hate groups and stuff, that means more people know about it. That means that probably people will do more about it, and the organizations too. And luckily enough, one day there won't be any more hate groups and these cars will be able to have happy lives. I'll show you something very exclusive. I'll disappear for a bit though. I forgot to activate the spout. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, I can have my hands. That's why I lose comfy. It's actually a school uniform. I added like some outfits to myself because it's easier. No more cars? There was a paw in there. I saw a paw. That's the only bad thing, that you have to wait for the cars. The once the cars appear, it's very rewarding. It's like you're fishing for cars. Catfishing. I tried to make like I was holding a fishing rod. I'm not very good. Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to use my models. So yes, I got a program that can capture like everything basically. I would have to stand up for my whole body and I don't have enough space. But it captures my hands, which can be good and can be very bad depending on how you look at it. Can you do the classic idol pose? There you go. I hope you enjoyed them cars. Smell ya tomorrow. Bye bye. I always wave my hands, but you can never see it. I always go like